Hey, welcome. This is Mike, and I'm so glad that you've set aside this time today. Whether you're a lifelong journaler or just opening a journal for the very first time, this practice is an invitation to just slow down and journal. In Methodist spirituality, we hold a simple conviction, and it's this that God is not only found in the big holy moments like worship and retreat, but God is actively present in the ordinary texture of your day, in your work, your conversations, your quiet moments, even the delays. So today, we aren't inviting God into our day after the fact. We're simply slowing down enough to notice where God already was throughout our day. And before we write a single word, let's bring our bodies and our minds into the room. We want to center ourselves, make that transition from what you were doing to this time of journaling as a spiritual practice. You can rest your hands comfortably on your lap. If you'd like, you can gently close your eyes. And together, let's just take a slow, deep breath in and release it. Another deep breath in and let that go. And take comfort in knowing that God saw every moment of your day before you even thought to look. So let's set the intention for our journaling time. Lord, give me the grace and clarity to see my day as you saw it. Now, go ahead and open your journal. And for our first prompt, it's going to be a gratitude prompt. I want you to write down one small thing from today that you are genuinely grateful for. It doesn't need to be profound. It could be that the fact that you're still here today, that God has sustained you for another day. Perhaps it was that warm cup of coffee at breakfast, green lights when you were running late, trying to get to work or some appointment, or just a quiet breeze or the warmth of the sun on your face. I'll give you 2 minutes of quiet time to journal that starting now. You have about 15 more seconds. All right, now we're going to work on anchoring that moment of our day that we want to talk to the Lord about. So now, turn your attention back to your day as if you were scrolling through a series of photographs of your day. You don't need to try to summarize everything that's happened from sunrise until now. I want you to avoid the trap of just listing everything that was on your schedule for today. And instead, go through your day as a series of snapshots and eventually let your mind rest on just one single snapshot, one experience that you've had today. Might have been a quick conversation, a moment of tension, a quiet feeling that you had during the task. And once you have that one moment in mind, we're going to write down the plain facts in 2 or 3 short sentences. And your prompts are: who was there? Where were you? And what was happening around you? And just focus on that small window of time. And I'm going to give you 3 minutes to begin to journal that, starting now. You have 60 more seconds. All right. Now we're going to explore the interior landscape of that single snapshot or experience. You can reference your handout for the prompts that I'll be going through. So let's move to the external facts from and into the inner room of your heart. Look closely at the same chosen moment, and there you have 2 questions that you can journal. You can choose just one. I would encourage you to try 2. You'll have 5 minutes to do this. First, what emotions surfaced in you during or right after that moment? And name them with complete honesty: joy, frustration, relief, impatience, sadness, numbness. You don't need to edit or judge your feelings because God can handle your frustrations and your doubts. After you do that, the second prompt is: what thoughts were running through your mind? What story were you telling yourself in that situation? And let's take 5 minutes to explore what was happening inside of you, starting now. You're halfway there. You have one more minute. All right. And that'll be our time. So far you have discovered that single snapshot or experience. You've anchored that moment with the external facts of where you were, who was there, what was happening around you. From there, you explored the interior landscape. You moved from the external facts to the inner rooms of your heart to share about your emotions and the thoughts that you were experiencing. In this next phase, we're going to now look at things through what I call the Jesus lens. And that's where we bring this moment into the presence of Christ. And you're going to journal, you're going to think about and journal one, where did you recognize God's presence or action in that situation? Or if you weren't aware of Him being present at the time, what internal noise or attitude might have blocked you from sensing His presence? And now you can just use your imagination a little, picture Jesus being right beside you in that exact circumstance. One of the things that you could do is simply to journal about if Jesus were in your shoes at that moment, what do you think he would have thought, felt, said, or perhaps done? And remember, this isn't about making yourself feel guilty. It's about opening your heart to how the patience and love and grace of Jesus Christ can inhabit your real world, those situations that you find yourself in. And I'll give you 5 minutes to journal this starting now. Use your handout as a reference if you need to. You are halfway there. You have another 2 minutes and 30 seconds to journal. You have 60 more seconds. All right. We are now going to move into the last phase, which is your takeaway and your closing. And to bring this time to a close, finish this single final sentence in your journal. You can refer to your handout. The prompt is, looking back at this moment with God, I realize, and then finish that. What have you sensed the Lord might have said or did or shared with you based on everything that you've journaled so far? And just take a minute to complete that thought. I'll actually give you 90 seconds. It doesn't have to be a grand lesson. It could be something small, but something that you can take away and apply in the future. And you have 90 seconds starting now. And if you would like, you can stop your journaling, set your pen down. We're going to take one last deep, full breath, breathing in slowly and exhaling slowly. Take a few seconds to thank God for His steady, quiet presence in the middle of your everyday life. And now go in peace today, knowing that God goes with you into every moment of your day. And until next time, peace be with you.